Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Green Bay Packers. Here's Anders Carlson set to get this one started, and we are underway here at Lambeau. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he returns this to the 22. Right to the air is Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
You see it.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Packers' 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to look that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jackson. And it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They go play action now. Jackson toward the pylon, caught. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a 1st down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll bring a tight end in motion. Play action. Now Jackson. On the throw running too much that time. It's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
No, we changed it.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Jackson will keep it. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Well, CD, that was a well-orchestrated drive by Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and how about the way he capped it off, too? orchestrate the drive, and then let everybody know exactly who the guy is on the field you've got to watch on every play. Finishes it off with a touchdown run.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Love's throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Love now to pass on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mega. 6, Mega. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Eric Stokes in on the tackle.
A gain of 5 brings up
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
49-yard line.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. To throw is Jackson. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
Well, you have to think the defense is motivated after the quarterback walked it in for 6 on the last drive. They know he's dangerous with his legs, and it burned him for a touchdown last time. Not letting him run free this time is the goal.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. To the sideline and incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Ravens on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and a mile. Play action. It's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
15. Packers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
A 7-yard gain.
Check, man.
Packers first down.
Off the play fake, Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here we go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Taken down at the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
This is 2nd and 8.
Switch, yellow.
They'll go again to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Ready?
Throwing. Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready, break.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up.
2 yards on the pickup.
Play fake. Here's Love.
At the Ravens 15.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
Now Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain.
Check white.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Ready.
He's going to get it again. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? a punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want it in with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Down.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Second down, Love. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Drill green.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Okay, ready?
Now a 2nd and 6. Love with a give to Dillon. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And they'll come out with a 4-receiver set. 3rd and 9. Now Love. That is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Clock, 10. Hey, lost deal. Ultra. Go out. Hut.
Running up the middle, here's Dillon. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Watch out now. 50 seconds. Ready?
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Play action this time with Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And with it, they have taken the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Third quarter of a two-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, it looked like it marched to the end zone. Has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down to move it closer. Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This for a 4th quarter lead. Tucker's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance of the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there, a big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, Love to throw. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup at 25. An inside give to Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They run once more with Dillon. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. There he goes left side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Dillon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2nd down, goal to go. They'll look to run with Dillon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken a 4th quarter lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's 2nd down. Throwing, Jackson. Connecting with Andrews.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Now Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Jackson to throw.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. A dump off now to Hill. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that, Doc?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Jackson to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
One final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. What a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play.